President Trump once again expressing buyer's remorse for picking Jeff Sessions as his attorney general. In a tweet, he quotes Trey Gowdy saying, "There are lots of really good lawyers in the country. He could have picked somebody else," adding, "and I wish I did!" exclamation point.
Yeah, that was yesterday. Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Napolitano has been thinking about that since that came out. Judge, you love the law. You understand the attorney general job and the presidential job. We've never seen anything quite like this.
No.
Did Jeff Sessions make a mistake staying in that job?
Yes. Jeff Sessions, in my view, and I say this as a personal friend, we have a lot of mutual friends that I've known him for years. It pains me to be critical of a friend, but I have to be intellectually honest. Jeff Sessions shouldn't have accepted the job. He should have said, you know what, Mr. President, at this point, Trump is the president-elect. This is a job I've wanted all my life. I've prepared for it and I've aspired to it. But I am going to be in the middle of this Russian investigation, as illegitimate as I think it is and as you know it to be. It's going to happen, and I'm going to be a witness. So if I become attorney general, I got to step aside from being in charge of this. Now, we have hindsight, and it's 2020. He didn't do that. Second opportunity to do that. Mr. President, I think I have to recuse myself. I know you don't want me to do that, but here's why the law compels me to recuse myself. And then set forth the DOJ reasons.
But what did he do?
He didn't even tell the president he was going to do it. He announced it at a press conference. The president was as shocked as the rest of us. But, Brian, at the time he said, here's my recusal because you sign it. Here's my resignation. You can accept both, Mr. President, because the President of the United States is entitled to an attorney general in whom he has confidence and trust. The best relationship we had, they were brothers, JFK and RFK. Even Nixon and Mitchell. Mitchell went to jail, but they were former law partners. They could talk a half dozen times a day. They didn't have to talk through the media. The President didn't have to threaten the AG to get things done.
Well, and we've seen, if you look at North Korea, when you have a great relationship like he does with Mike Pompeo, things can happen, things can get done. Why isn't Jeff Sessions stepping down now so that the president can appoint someone else?
I believe, and I may be mistaken as to whether it was the New York Times or the Washington Post that reported this, that Jeff Sessions has twice sent in letters of resignation, and Donald Trump has written rejected and had it hand-delivered back to him. Now, sometimes the president, and we all know this because we know him, negotiates in public. So sometimes the harsh criticisms like, I wish I did pick another lawyer, is not a way of saying, get out of my life. It's a way of saying, come into my life. Be more like I want you to be. Because if Jeff Sessions were to resign today, Rod Rosenstein becomes the acting attorney general, and the Senate will not confirm anybody before Election Day.
Judge, supporters of the attorney general say, besides the recusal, he has been laser focused on the president's agenda. Do you think that's true on the other issues that
Yes, I do. He certainly has been laser focused on immigration. There are other things that I think the Department of Justice is doing that the president is not in sync with. I don't think the president's in favor of seizing assets from defendants before they're convicted. I don't think the president is in favor of aggressive prosecution of marijuana users. It's illegal in some form in 2/3 of the country. I don't think the president's in favor of minimum mandatory sentencings, which overcrowd the jail and frustrate federal judges. Jeff Sessions is in favor of all that.
So many people on the left, like Van Jones, say, listen, I like this prison reform. It's not perfect, but it's good. Why Democrats won't get behind it and vote for it? It would show a little bit of bipartisanship.
I agree with you on that. I don't think Jeff Sessions is in favor of it, but we know who got to the president on it yesterday. The least likely of sources. Where's the front page of the Post?
Well, we got it. We're not allowed to show it.
Right. Appreciate it. The Secret Service says, you stop her. No, you stop her. I let her through. All right. Thanks, Judge.